Hello TYBSc students. Here we are discussing about the chapters which are given in your university syllabus. As in the screen we have seen the university syllabus. In last two lecture we are discussing about the first chapter, which is a unit and general introduction to the cell. Here I have focused to the second chapter, which is nothing but the cytoplasmic matrix introductory point of view. So in this lecture we will be discussing mainly about the composition of cytoplasmic matrix, the constituents which comes in cytoplasm. But before that, we should come into the cytoplasm from external environment. What I mean is, actually, if you look at one organism, for example in plant case, the organism which contain different organs, and these different organs are made up of, if you separate the one organ, for example, if you separate here a leaf, that is organ of that plant, and if you cut that organ into the pieces, you will find the group of cells which is known as a tissue. So the tissue are the composition unit of this organ, and if you separate the individual cells from these tissues, the tissue is nothing but the group of similar function cells. So if you collect one cell from root, one cell from fruit, one cell from leaf, one cell from flower, and you group them, and you cannot call it as a tissue, because the tissue is something where you can find the group of cells which are similar in function. So for example, in case of leaf organ, you will find the cells, and if you look into the cell in zoom in wise, you will find the composition of cell, the external covering of that cell is nothing but the cell wall of that cell. The cell wall of cell is made up of the carbohydrate kind of material, which is nothing but the cellulose. On this planet Earth, the most abundant molecule, which is nothing but the cellulose. Please don't forget this, because in every plant, because this planet is covered by the plants, doesn't matter whether it is bryophyte, pteridophyte, gymnosperm or angiosperm or protista, for example algae, where you can find the composition of cell wall is nothing but of cellulose. So beyond this, if you go inside of the cell, you will find the covering material like structure, which is known as cell membrane or plasma membrane, and inside of the membrane you will find the liquid or jelly like substance. So there are various theories to explain this semi-solid or gel-like or watery substance material inside the cell. So we are going to study, or we are interested to study about this jelly-like material, semi-solid or fluid-like material which is present inside the cell, which is the main focus of discussion of this lecture. Inside of the cell you will find the composition of this cytoplasmic matrix is made up of different organic and inorganic elements. Mainly you will find around 48 to 50 different elements are required to build up this type of cytoplasmic matrix. So the main constituent of this cytoplasmic matrix is nothing but the water. So this cytoplasmic matrix, if you take out and apply centrifugation technique to it, you will find the 90% of the cytoplasmic matrix is made up of water molecules. The water is main constituent of cytoplasmic matrix, and don't forget, the water is selfly inorganic in nature. The water, many students are confused with organic and inorganic definitions. So to what we should call organic and to what we should call inorganic. Many times people says the molecule which contain carbon is organic, but carbon dioxide personally is inorganic in nature. Water molecule is personally inorganic in nature. The mainly general definition is the molecule which contain carbon and hydrogen when covalently bonded with each other is organic molecule. But there are exceptions. Urea is organic. So beside this, the water is 90% in proportion present in cytoplasmic matrix, and other molecules in 10% you will find. So mainly which molecules are present in cell? The protein, carbohydrate, lipids and nucleic acid. The protein occupies almost major composition of the cell. When cell is ready to perform its function, it acquires three-dimensional shape. That three-dimensional shape is due to not only by the cell wall but due to the internal support also. So whenever we build a house, we create pillars first. On that we build walls and roof. So likewise, inside the cell there is a skeleton system which is known as cytoskeleton system, which are made up of protein molecules, which are nothing but fibrous protein molecules. These proteins are giving support to the cell through internal system. Not only support but also various biochemical reactions are happen with the help of the tracks which are provided by this cytoplasmic matrix. This is not topic of discussion in our today's lecture. We will discuss about it in later upcoming lectures where it is needed. Here I am saying that the cytoplasmic matrix contain 90% portion of water and rest of the 10% contain other molecules, in which protein plays the major composition. So there is a point in your syllabus that physical and chemical properties of cytoplasmic matrix. The physical properties can be explained by the theories. 8 to 9 theories are given, in which out of them one theory is very essential. I will list out 5 to 6 theories where you can see the granular theory, fibrillar theory, alveolar theory and colloidal theory, in which the colloidal theory is most important or considered as a modern theory to explain the cytoplasmic matrix. So what is colloid? Colloid is nothing but the mixture. For example, if you add the salt in water, what you will observe? The salt will completely get dissolved into that water, because water is inorganic. That salt, which is NaCl, also inorganic. Thus, like dissolving like is the slogan of chemistry. But if you dissolve organic matter in inorganic matter, then you will find the colloidal system. For example, if you add that salt in organic solvents such as benzene, you will find the colloidal system is created. The chocolates you eat, nothing but the colloidal system. The milk which you generally drink is colloidal system. These are the day-to-day life examples. But when we talk about the cell, where the water is main inorganic constituent, in which many organic and inorganic elements are present. So water here is personally inorganic, and if you notice, the organic constituents in the water are almost 97% and inorganic constituents are almost 3%. So the constituents are organic and water is inorganic, so that when they comes together, they create colloidal system, a gel-like system. This is nothing but the cytoplasmic matrix. You should understand this first. The colloidal system, the gel-like system, creates an environment where the reaction happens, where enzyme find its substrate while they move into that solution or colloidal system. So please don't get confused with words given here. You need to understand the composition, which is organic and inorganic. Organic constituents are major, inorganic constituents are less. Overall, almost 48 to 50 elements are present in this cytoplasmic matrix, in which main elements or major elements are carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, nitrogen, hydrogen and sulfur are considered as a major element of cytoplasmic matrix. Out of them, the carbon percentage is almost 20%, oxygen percentage is 62%, nitrogen 3%, hydrogen 10%, phosphorus 1% and sulfur is somewhat little out of them. And inorganic constituents are very less present inside the cytoplasmic matrix. When we talk about the elements which are present inside the cytoplasmic matrix, 24 are essential elements and 18 are non-essential or least essential elements present in cytoplasmic matrix. If you separate out the cytoplasmic matrix, we will find 90% the water, but in organelles point of view, the cell which contain different organelles, as the plant cell is eukaryotic cell, it contains various organelles such as nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, Golgi complexes, peroxisomes. So these complexes or organelles are performing various functions given to them based on the enzymes which they contain. So when we talk about cytoplasmic matrix, you should remember the cell inside contain the water as main medium in which different organelles are situated. With the help of cytoplasmic or cytoskeleton, these cells contain three-dimensional shape. The cytoskeleton is made up of protein and various enzymes are performing the function inside the cell in cytoplasmic matrix, such as the process of photosynthesis, process of respiration. These processes requires the action of various enzymes, and various organelles are given as a separate department to carry out these processes. So cytoplasmic matrix is overall composition structure in which you can find the various organelles, various elements, and water as major constituent of cytoplasmic matrix. So let's get back to the colloidal system, where you can find two different phases in colloidal system. One phase is a continuous phase where particles are continuously dispersing around the medium, and another is a discontinuous phase in colloidal system. You should remember the types which are given in this system, which is sufficient for TYBSc level. So the images behind me are showing the beautiful pictures of cell. Inside the cell you can find the various materials, and we are labeling them according to our convenience. They work in united fashion to carry out the purpose of that cell. Generally, cells which are performing the function are differentiated. Differentiated means they are designated to perform the particular specific function, and these differentiated cells contain machinery inside to them, and these machineries are nothing but the organelles, the macromolecules, and inorganic ions present inside the cell. So all these systems working together in order to carry out the purpose of that cell. The cell works on the basis of the location where that cell is present. If that cell is present inside the root, then the function will be different. If that cell is present in the leaf, the function will be different. If the cell is present in the fruit, definitely function will be different. So the location of that cell matters a lot. But in general scenario, the cytoplasmic matrix of any cell will contain these constituents, organelles, the medium, and inorganic components. So the organic and inorganic overall 48 elements are working together to carry out the particular activity of that cell. Thank you.